Good afternoon, Nighthawks.
Today is Friday, December 2nd, 2016.
And here on broadcast, we're taking a walk down memory lane.
So let's flash back into this Friday's broadcast.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Our Nighthawks sure have changed over the years. Sometimes it's fun to look at throwbacks.
History class is a throwback every day.
So we're going to highlight history with Sydney's What's Going On in the Classroom.
WGOITC, what's going on in the classroom?
The 8th grade students are learning about the United States Constitution and how there are 7 principles that explain or describe how our U.S. government works. And so the students are asked to create a comparison between one of those 7 principles and something that they can find visually. So it could be a machine, it could be animal, it could be clothing. So they're going to compare the principles of the Constitution to something visually. Typically, the principles of the Constitution is a concept that the students have a hard time applying. They can memorize the definitions, but they don't always understand how to apply them when they see examples of them actually in our government. And so working on this project means that students cannot just have a surface level knowledge of their principle. They have to really understand what it means in order to make a comparison. And so making the comparison makes them spend more time on it and use their brain a little harder.
Great job, history students. For Nighthawk TV, I'm Sydney. Now back to the studio.
History is my favorite subject. It's good to have an insight on what made the world how it is today.
Speaking of history, many students are curious as to where Officer Sanchez has gone.
Jack has some info on Nelson's new school resource officer.
We've all seen our school resource officer, or SRO. But who is she? And where did Mr. Sanchez go? Let's find out.
Well, as a police officer, I've been with the city of Frisco for a little over 2 years. And while I've been with Frisco, before coming to Nelson Middle School, I was a patrol officer. I'm really, really happy with working with Frisco. Before coming to Nelson, I was a patrol officer with Frisco. I became a police officer because I always wanted to help people and I wanted to do some type of service to others. Being a school resource officer is exciting. I get to interact with the children every day and it's always something different.
Now you know what's up with our new SRO.
Now that is all cleared up, let's look into the history of our teachers.
Most of us don't think about it often, but our teachers had a childhood too.
So let's compare our childhood to the teachers with Ashrita's Then versus Now skit.
Hey, is Elizabeth there? Oops, I totally just dialed a stranger. Somebody picked up. Hey, is Elizabeth there? Okay, thanks. Hey, Elizabeth, it's Sarah. How are you? Good. I was just calling to talk to you about the dance last night. Oh my goodness, it was the weirdest thing ever.
Oh, how the times have changed.
Time flies by when you're having fun, especially while watching broadcast.
Agreed. That's all for today, Nighthawks. We hope you enjoyed this throwback episode of The Nest. For Nighthawk TV, I'm Corbin.
And I'm Avery. Pursuing new heights, we are Nighthawk Nation.
I don't think I've been this nervous with the cold drink in my 2 hands, saying no thanks. Like any way